What's going on, guys? You know who it is. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to upload something a little bit earlier on the day, but got caught up with a couple of meetings. But I'm back, guys. Sorry that I've been gone for a little while, but you guys saw what I've been up to, and I'm really proud about how that's moving along. Quick description: it's a tech startup here that I founded here in Atlanta, and I got a team now of probably around 20 to 25 people, and so I'm just looking, I got everybody that I need on the corporate side. We have a lot of people marketing that are doing social media marketing and marketing on campus. And you guys, I'll fill you guys in more as the business develops. But right now we're just doing small market testing. So we're not really showing ourselves too much. We're just testing the brand and trying to find a good niche audience that we think we can, give all of our content to. We don't want to go too wide. We want to be focused and, fill that gap and then eventually move on. So that's just the strategy that we're implementing. So it's step by step, folks. You guys are going to see what's going on with that. Now, via the markets, okay, so obviously we've had the most amazing sell-off on the Euro USD, on the Audi, and on the GBP USD. Okay, I mean, very unexpected. I haven't talked about this in such a long time, but let me see. Let me zoom in for you guys. Let's get a big picture look. So right now I'm about to do the analysis with y'all, so that's always fun. I did take a short sell actually yesterday off of the breakout of this structure, and I guess I'm up a little bit. I have a trailing stop on an automatic trailing stop. It kind of just finds structure for me, but I have my stops as in my limit entry right around here, right around 625. I'll go check my FXE and get an exact number for you guys later, but that's where I'm looking to get out. So right now I'm probably up a good 90, 85, 90 pips, so that's not too bad. But let's get the big picture look and see what's been happening, folks. So economically, the U.S., if you guys go check out the S&P 500, the thing's been rocketing. And we're back at all-year highs, which is actually kind of crazy. I think it actually fell off a little bit, but we're kind of up in the area, so we might just be making a correction, and to eventually go back to the upside. Let's actually take a look. Yeah, so wow, that's exactly what happened. So notice last week we fell off a little bit, like I mentioned, but we went right back up into the year highs, folks. We fell off, like I just mentioned, and now we're making that correction right there on structure. So, this stuff adds up time and time again, folks. This could be us breaking out, or, I guess it could be another test of this, 2100 level. But at the end of the day, the markets came back after that big sell-off off of the China crisis that happened in August. So that's pretty awesome. But, so right now, it's really just kind of sell, 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 So if you guys check out this weekly, we've just had no bull weeks. No bull weeks. We're coming down in the structure down here into the $4s. If you look out on the monthly, you'll see how it kind of adds up a little bit better right down here in this arena here. Okay, so right around the $4s, $3s area is where we could be looking to see structure. I'll draw it up for y'all. So if you're selling the market, look to sell down into these levels, folks. Now, obviously, this market could start to have a little bit of turbulence to the upside, based off of us kind of nearing those levels. So you could probably see within this week and the next week, just some turbulence finally coming in, which basically means some upside momentum possible. Okay, so that's what you need to look out for. But I'm not buying this bad boy at all. I wouldn't buy this thing until it's down here in structure. Even if it goes up, who knows what can happen. And I mentioned that way over here. I said, hey, look, guys, I don't think the structure level is strong enough to hold for me to buy at this level. And then what do you know, this thing popped, but it definitely sold off more than I thought on this day right there. I actually got caught up in this day for a loss, for sure, bad loss. But we won't talk about that. So anyway, structure wise, that's really what we're looking for. Obviously, it's easier to draw the upside target structures because we're at the lows here. So these are the upside targets that we could be looking for. So right now, you guys are kind of in the middle of nothing. Yeah, we just broke out of this last structural level there. So this is a setup that you missed if you wanted to sell. So right now, if you guys tried to sell this market, you're going to be selling to my buy orders, okay? Because I'm about to get out of this bad boy. And remember, if you sell, you got to put in a buy to get out. You're about to be buying my sells, which is never good, right? Think about it, guys. You want to be the first one to sell, and the first people to sell were the people up here in the last few days. Okay, obviously the first people to sell were people all the way up here, but obviously people have been getting out along the way. So you guys, remember, it's all about being being the first person with the idea of, hey, this market could turn around to the downside, and that would have been these people at this breakout. That would have been the people up here at this retracement. But now you're getting into the territory where people are saying, hey, I want to get out of the trade. So that's a dangerous place to be, folks. Remember that, okay? So that's all trading is about. Where the majority of the people, where the smart people getting in the get out of that market and get into that market. Okay, it's a little bit more of a conversation than I could throw in this video. But yeah, folks. So that's what I'm just looking for. I'm looking for this thing to sell down into these lower levels, and again, we might have a little bit of turbulence, but that's where I would start to buy if I was going to buy. But right now, I'm in that sell. I'm in that sell in that euro. Okay, so this is the S&P. This is not the S&P. This is the Audi USD. So not really the same thing for the Audi. We came down in the structure, and obviously we sat right here on the structural level here. Again, Audi is really just kind of coagulating fairly bad. It's not doing too much. I caught a lot of pretty good sells on this down move, but not too much really kind of happened. It's kind of wishy-washy. So I really didn't get too many signals. I'm a breakout trader, so breakouts for me are kind of point blank, and my breakouts were very consolidated, so I wasn't getting a lot of big action moves. So right now, as you guys see, we rested down here in the structural area. We could come back up into this structural area of the structural high here before we mosey on back down. But let's just say that we're going to continue making those lows. This might be the time to start. Selling this bad boy off. So we got ourselves a little trend line going here. There's probably some Fibonacci's going on. Let's draw it up real quick just so I can test it out. So yeah, we're hitting off right on that 38.2, which lines up right with structure, if you guys notice right here. So yeah, this wouldn't be a terrible place to start selling the market if you could get back up into this level right here, this 71.60, 71.50 level. That's where it would be really awesome to start selling this bad boy off. And the market kind of already came up in there. So maybe if you get a hit back off on this trend line, potentially you could start selling off at that level there. So again, if you want to buy this thing, obviously the buys were down here. So again, you're getting in a little late. But maybe come down in the structure down here at this 70, 69, 70, 70 level. And then that's a potential place where you can start getting some buys in. Now, I'm not saying you should sit in that bad boy long term, because for the last 2 weeks, we've been selling off. Last 4 weeks, okay? I'm trying to speed this up. I know I'm annoying. I know you guys hate my voice. All right, so let's see. Let's mosey this on down. So GDP obviously just has no idea what to do at the moment. Let's go back to 2015. Notice where we've been. All right, guys, this is the 2015 GDP USD. So this is why the year for some people have really sucked if you've traded this pair. It's gone absolutely fucking nowhere, right? So for me, right now, I guess a sell would be adding up, since that's what this market's just trying to do. Once the market never broke out of these highs over here, I kind of really lost faith in this bad boy going to the upside. And as you notice, we've been really selling off with a fairly consistent basis when we come back up into structure. Okay, so as you see, these days we had a huge bull market to the downside, and then we rallied back up. I know Taylor got in this bad boy. And so right now, guys, it seems kind of like a good place to be selling this market. If you're going to take a sell, this would be a fairly low risk place to start selling. Personally, that I believe. Now, again, don't take what I say for gospel, please. All this stuff is risky. You can lose your own money. I'm not giving you any recommendations. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. Okay. Little disclaimer. I said that one pretty fast, too. So, I could potentially start selling the market up in here. I'm going to keep looking out for that. I want to get a bigger picture look. I'm going to go into these markets a little bit more in detail on my own time. But, I've been telling a lot of people, hey, I'm not trying to trade too much. But I definitely want to update you guys, because I know you guys are fearlessly attacking the markets right now, which is what I think to be never a good idea. But, hey, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky for this GDP USD. I want to throw up fibs. I could throw up fibs. I see some trend lines and whatnot. But overall, I don't like to play in madness, dude. I really don't. I'd rather see this bad boy start to show me a sign of, hey, look, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this on a consistent basis. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to be like, okay, cool. I'm going to go along with you. But obviously, I don't see that right now. So maybe some short-term sells. Wouldn't hold them any longer than a few days off of this level up here. Potentially back down into the 51 '09 levels, but obviously you're not going to get any really good sales until we can break out of this 50-35. Okay, so that's the three pairs, guys. If you guys have any questions, please hit me up. It's all about psychology, folks. It's all about psychology. It's all about trading the plan. I might start doing some intraday stuff for you guys because I do a lot of intraday trading every morning. No, not consistently in the past few weeks. I haven't been doing too much intraday trading, but usually I'm waking up, just checking the charts out. I have them up and I'm just staring. And I know my strategy when I see it. And if I don't see it, I didn't trade that day. And if I see it 5 times, I took 5 trades. Okay, so that's how simple my stuff is. And you guys got to get it to the same way, to where it's literally, hey, look, this is it or this isn't it. And that's the best way to trade, is to have it as mechanical as possible. The best systems are mechanical systems. You guys need to always remember that. Okay, so yeah, guys. Glad to be back. I'm going to give you guys a Trendline Tuesday tomorrow, even though it's Wednesday. No webinar this Wednesday. We'll have a webinar next Wednesday if anybody is down to join it. And let's just keep moving forward. So keep checking out the startup. I'm about to start shooting a vlog officially within the next few weeks. So check that out too, folks. But yeah, guys, do what you got to do. Make this money, man. Save your family from debt or something. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace. Dominate the market.